Hello, friends and adventurers, and welcome to Grognard and Friends. Welcome to our special Memorial Day weekend extravaganza. And speaking of the friends, let's check out this week's episode of Grognard and Friends. Last we left the friends, currently known as both 4A or Team Fist, depending on the circumstances and who you speak to, they had just completed the heist of a powerful artifact and had handed it off to Butterbeer's contact, the vampire Murph. But it seems that their connections to the item do not stop there, as one group has already attempted a break-in to steal the artifact from 4A, but failed. Partly due to Eldred nearly burning the inn down to hear Butterball tell it, but mostly because 4A no longer has the item. Shortly thereafter, when the friends finally gathered themselves together to settle down and get some sleep, Reed was awoken by a voice telling him that, "We know you have it, bring it to the Black Barnacle tomorrow night, or we kill each of your friends more slowly and more painfully than the one before, saving you for last." The friends decide to go and check this out, but only after stopping by the Temple of Hedoni in the Alley of Red Lanterns at Calandra's suggestion, as they may have even more information about the Black Barnacle. Once there, Gaius heads upstairs, and the rest of the friends waited at the bar. Things took a turn when Calandra told the bartender to let the friends have whatever they wanted. So much so that 3 hours later, when Gaius was finished and ready for the friends to head to the Black Barnacle, everyone else was fall-down drunk and stuffed to the point that they needed to be carried to Calandra's room after Nikita went to leave and face-planted. The next day, and 3 hangovers later, the group finally checked out the docks and the Black Barnacle, only to find it seedier, more crowded, questionable, rude, and surprisingly overpriced than they expected. The group decided then instead to head back to the Stone's Throw to regroup and plan out their strategy. And only then it came to the realization that it was still late morning. So the meeting at the Black Barnacle wasn't until later tonight. So friends, it is currently late morning at the Stone's Throw. You've just returned. What do you do?
What time of day is it? You said early afternoon?
Late morning.
Late morning.
So like 11.
Yeah. So you had gone to the Black Barnacle very early in the morning.
I believe Viv went to bed.
Yeah.
Since she only needs 4 hours anyway.
Yes, I believe you are correct.
Mm-hmm.
I said I would sit, Shiva, guard. Just make sure Viv is fine.
There you are, Dan. Say something intelligent. Okay, that about covers it, I think.
You broke my brain.
Better that than something else.
And busted ass.
Yep. That in one.
So last night was spent at the Temple of Hedoni.
The Temple of Hedoni.
That's right.
Don't you know?
The Temple of Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Early this morning, you got back with Vivalda, who made it from the Overlook. You headed to the docks, which were incredibly crowded, and went and checked out the Black Barnacle. I guess to check out their brunch buffet, which seemed non-existent because they were so
And
overcrowded.
very
And
expensive.
deciding to leave it a bad Yelp review and not to mention it on TripAdvisor, you headed back to the Stone's Throw to regroup and replan.
If I could give half a star, I would.
So,
Do we?
go ahead.
Should we talk to Butterbeer about possible impending doom or hey, do you know of any open houses?
Butterbeer
What's the
walks
market
out.
like nowadays?
Butterbeer comes out with some drinks. After setting down some drinks, has started giving you some food. Says, impending doom. What now?
Oops.
No, he needs to know.
Guys?
I'm not saying. Why? You're the one that happened to read. Tell the man.
Well,
Nose goes.
So there's some people who want something that we had but do not have, and they might come and try and kill us.
Again.
Question mark?
Different group.
Again, yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully a different
It's-
group. We're not really sure. They
It's
just
in
kind of spoke to you in
regards-
my head.
Yeah. Well, we're not sure. He could have been in the room with him. It's in regards to our friend Murph and what we helped him with.
I figured.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any advice, perhaps? We could maybe send a
Can
letter
we stay
to
on your
Murph.
pirate ship?
Unfortunately,
pirate ship.
I lent it out for a bachelor party, so it's not available at the moment.
Those are popular. They're in high demand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really, there's a quarantine going on. That
You,
is
you may
not.
have seen the
No.
town crier advertising it, Butterbeer's Booze Cruise and bachelor parties.
I'm on a boat and it's going fast and. Anyway,
But he
Do they
says,
contract with the hedonic temple? Maybe I can get in and find something out and make some cash.
he just kind of looks at you and goes, mm-hmm.
I told you guys.
Says, well, you've been dealing with it, and if you haven't been doing it, I would just set some watches during this stuff will pass. Eventually they'll get the message you don't have it. But in order at this time, just kind of have someone keep watch. You've been setting your traps and alarms, and
We have been concerned because of the damage Eldred and others, but mostly Eldred, has caused.
Almost exclusively Eldred.
Eldred just
So
says
we were
it's
just-
at times like this you really learn who your true friends are, you know?
Hell yes.
My friend, you do good work with fire.
what kind of friends would we be if we weren't honest with you where you fucked up?
Let's just let's
I ain't saying that.
Nice
I'm not.
friends.
I'm not saying that. I'm just.
quiet their donkey
I'm
show.
saying. Who's the donkey show?
We are
Yeah.
not revisiting that.
By
Do you
the
know
way-
of any?
Anyway,
Yeah.
By the way, Butterbeer says, Gaius, just so you know, I appreciate the fact that Eldred's spell kind of made the walls look a lot better that were burnt, but an hour later they went back to what they originally looked like.
ooh, it's not a permanent thing. Oh,
So, but don't worry, I'll take care of that when we deal with the current bill, which Gaius, you and I will deal with later.
yeah, I figured that. Figured that. As Gaius just glares at Eldred, we'll talk about that.
Eldred goes, fine. The alarm goes
Good.
off. I'll just, instead of trying to deal with it, I'll just knock on your door.
I mean, you could, yeah, waking the rest of us up is a good idea.
I tried.
Oh, no. What can I say? I have a good constitution.
You say that a lot.
But I do.
That seems to come up a lot.
It does come up a lot, right?
Eldred goes, I feel like this
Old.
conversation is turning.
To what?
Butterbeer says,
We'll just put a pin in it.
we'll deal with it. I will see what I can do about reinforcing some of the locks and shutters
Any,
and
like,
such.
Do you maybe have any like thugs you could call that would be on our side? Like we need our own thugs.
Well, if
Reed,
you
I
need
think
your
we
own
are the
thugs, that
thugs.
sounds like some hiring you should do. If I was hiring thugs, I wouldn't necessarily trust it to some innkeeper to hire the thugs for me.
Well, I mean, the way we've been going, the thugs we hire would probably be the guys who were coming to kill us, and they would just wait till we fell asleep.
Well, then I don't
What?
think the problem is needing thugs. I think the problem might be something else at that point.
Look, we all need therapy. We're aware of this. We just don't have
Yeah.
the insurance for it right now.
Yeah, I don't
I
either. I can't
therapy,
afford
I'm
it
fine.
He has yoga.
Listen,
Yeah.
Butterbeer, are you yourself and your establishment going to be okay if we do continue to hide out around here? That's probably our main concern because we know that however inadvertent or unintentional it may have been, we've brought some inconveniences your way, and if we have to figure out other hiding places, we can understand that, but we just want to clarify that with you.
When I first started in this business, I first bought this in. It was after my retiring from my previous employment, and
Piracy.
meter maid, and the people from the competing meter maid guilds hadn't realized I had retired, so I dealt with a lot of issues from them.
A lot of
During
angry
that-
meter maids.
A lot, exactly. You know, nothing's worse than a pissed off meter maid after hours after they've had a few.
Lots
So-
of pirates looking at the tickets on their ships. Oh, come on! We were in port for 5 minutes.
Being in Philly, we know how that goes, don't we?
Anyway,
So, I've dealt with far worse. Thought
well,
I
that
was
is
past that.
sad and a relief.
Yes.
Thought I was past that, but I also didn't expect the city to be shut down and a sickness to kind of change the world at large as it was for us. So, things come and go.
Well, we appreciate your patience, your understanding, and your willingness to give us a place to go and not turning us away because plenty of people would have just left us out in the cold, and this is actually really, really kind and giving of you, and that does not go unnoticed.
Well, I've dealt with a lot of shitheads, assholes, and complete lunatics. And out of
Well-
all of them, you're probably some of the best ones. So I
Well,
appreciate
shucks.
your patronage, and I'm sure if I ever need your help, you won't leave me out in the cold. So you've been staying with me for quite a while. And
Your foreshadowing has been heard and understood.
What?
he
So we should
finds
look
himself
for another-
standing in the light from a window and says, "Whatever do you mean?"
Oh, but by the way, Mr. Butterbeer, the buffet is able to get bacon and all kinds of other meats and stuff. So you might want to find out where they're getting it so you can get more bacon.
I think you primarily need to talk to their livestock supplier. That seems to have run rampant.
He
Eldred's
turns
very
to you,
familiar then.
Calandra, and says,
Eldred's very familiar.
Eldred goes, I don't have any complaints.
But does the goat?
Mm.
Her name was Estelle.
My
God.
apologies.
Oh,
I will
shame
check in on
her.
an extent.
No
And
disrespect to Estelle. And Mabel. Oh,
And Dolores.
oh.
There are so many more than necessary.
And Gertrude.
Yeah.
It's
Viv, I
still
think you're
naming them.
muted, by the way.
That
She's
might be
Viv
on
is asleep
purpose.
upstairs. Yes.
Oh, okay.
She's sleeping but having terrible nightmares
Yes.
Gertrude,
about
is
this
so
conversation.
evil. No.
A goat? What? What is happening?
Why? Why though? No sense.
Well, hopefully we won't have to all shack up together in Gaius's rundown temple in the temple district.
Once again, not
You
100%
are
sure it's
welcome to
not
go
run down
wherever
anymore.
you want. All I'm saying is don't, as long as you're paying for damages and continue to be the good people I believe you to be, there's not a problem.
Excellent.
Oh, you're a good pirate.
You take care of me, I'll take care of you. And, read if periodically you want to swab the deck. That won't be a problem either.
Can I? I'll swap the deck.
Absolutely. I'll teach you a sea
Cle-
shanty.
Okay. I'm gonna go look for the broom.
Okay.
Or the mop or whatever he's got. I don't even know what swap the deck means. I'm just gonna go for it.
Okay. So Reed goes,
Scary.
starts
Reed
looking in
cleaning.
closets. What are you doing there, friends? What is the plan?
Excellent.
Did anyone else need a rest like Viv, or was it just Viv and then we were going to head out again to...
It was mostly just Viv, I believe.
Okay.
Because we were especially worried about Hannibal. So we wanted to get here, check.
Oh yeah, how is the bunny?
Funny.
Yeah, Reed, have you fed the giant carnivorous beast in your room yet?
Not since we just got back, but I throw the broom down. I go
Maybe
looking for
go
some
check
food.
on him.
Yeah,
Maybe go check.
I better bring some food with me.
Yes. Maybe slide it under the door first.
Yeah, exactly. Here's my offering. Can I come
With
in?
the broom, like shove that in with the broom very far away from your hands.
Yes. Well, the good news is if Butterbeer is cool with us staying here, then we don't have to worry about any of that nonsense. If anything, we should definitely secure ourselves better, perhaps.
Maybe do a very thorough investigation of all the entrances and exits of this place. All
make
the
sure
windows
all
on the multiple floors.
all the
Butterbeer
windows are
says
sealed.
you can
kind of thing.
secure your rooms any way you want. Leave the downstairs to me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And he just kind of looks at you, Gaius.
Yep. Okay. You got it, boss.
Center
Do you mind,
center of snares.
Yes. Butterbeer, do you mind if we secure, quick out of character. Paul,
Okay.
is there a door going from up to the second landing or just to the third? Are there doors
The
for
stairs
each
go up
floor?
to the second floor. There's no door. It's just stairway up to the second floor hallway where the rooms are off of. There is
Gotcha,
a
so-
door going up to the third floor.
Third floor. Okay, that's all right. Okay, that's kind of what I was trying to remember which way it went. I couldn't remember which.
Not a problem.
Okay, so one of the options we might want to do is relocate to the third floor because that has an additional door between us and them. It'd be probably harder for people to get in. There's no Are there? I guess this isn't. Once again, this is out of character. the buildings surrounding the stones throw in, are they all of equal height, Paul, or some of them taller than others?
They're all within like a floor of each other in this
Okay.
particular area.
Gotcha. So, Butterbeer, there's no, like, roof access, is there? Like, a trapdoor?
That's how they got
from the
in
roof?
last time.
They got in through the roof?
I thought that's how they got in for some reason.
I thought they broke into like one of the windows.
Oh,
Because the
okay.
windows were open.
I think it was windows.
I'm not positive,
Yes,
but
sir.
that's what I thought.
Either way, so there is a roof trapdoor, though, Butterbeer. I guess is what the clarification I'm looking for. Basically, trying to figure all the way ins and outs. I'm not just going to start rooting around your piece of business.
I will. So
Some
yeah,
of us
you
might.
want to tell us. Poke, poke, poke.
Calandra's always down for a good poke.
So
Heyo. Anyway, yes, Paul.
Butterbeer says if you go up to the third floor, in the hallway, you'll see a trapdoor in the ceiling that you can then
Okay.
pull down a ladder that goes up into the attic, in which
Okay.
there is a way to the roof from there, but the attic is very small. And it is
Okay.
incredibly overcrowded with old furniture and stuff like that from the inn over the years. So there's not
Okay,
a
well,
lot
it's
of room
more
up
of-
there.
Just make sure that if there's a door or something, if it doesn't have a deadbolt or something, maybe we install one, or just prop something like a dresser so that it can't be opened from above, basically.
I can take care of that. I mean, I also set it up so that it's not actually noticeable from the outside.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if what these this second group seems less like sneak in and steal stuff, and more like we jump you in the alley and break your legs later. I'm getting the vibe from
We shall
they're
see.
less classy.
So how many groups are we worried about here?
I'm thinking two at the moment, because we have the ones that broke in,
Uh-huh.
and they seemed a little bit more upper crust, if you will. They weren't necessarily. We think they're the ones that kidnapped Nikita and gave her like
Alcohol.
some high-end booze as like,
Oh, swell.
sorry, we're kidnapping you.
Eldred says, "Oh, Nikita, did you recognize them?"
I didn't recognize any of our attackers from the previous night. Is that what you meant, Gaius?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. No,
Okay.
but they were, there was something similar about them.
They were trying to
Oh.
kill us and rob us?
That,
No, they weren't
besides
trying to
that,
kill him.
they were just
necessarily.
trying to
They were
rob
more
us. But we
It's kind of like a theme.
they made it to the new barricades around the exploding colonnade, and then we watched as their little Gaius was doing a find asshole spell, and yeah, not finishing that.
A lot harder than you
And-
think.
Eldred turns to Calandra and says, "Not one word."
And but they went up to the
But two.
overcity, fucking overlook. There it is.
Okay, so that's
Don't forget
what
the
we're basing
halflings.
that on?
There's a bunch of
But
halflings.
that's, I think the
Those-
halflings is a separate group, and then we've got the overlook group, and then we've got the threaten you mentally group.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
You know, I think we're
halflings,
very
I'm
nice
getting the
people.
vibe-
I don't know why so many people try to kill us.
Well, the halflings are more. They continue to kind of kidnap,
Yeah,
butt drunk a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't love that, by the way. Wasn't a fan. Would not
I'm
do it
sure
again.
sooner or later they're going to learn that they don't like it either. Because
Cool.
Exactly.
Look around and find out.
yup. FAFO. So 3 groups. What if we put Hannibal up in the attic and leave the door open to the roof, so if anyone comes in, he just eats them? No?
He's going to wreck the attic, and there's a bunch of stuff up there. I'm not
He will
willing to pay for
also
that.
eat the old furniture. So this
He'll
might be-
chew the legs into shivs.
Yeah, he was just gonna eat all Butterbeer's old pirate stuff.
Meter maid.
Bunny comes out of the attic like Ram Bunny. 2 little bits of shivs.
Butterbeer says, "Yeah, if your bunny gnaws on my collection of peg legs, I'm going to be very upset there, Reed."
The collector items, huh?
Yep.
They're rare.
I've been
PJ.
collecting peg legs from all over the world.
That's not weird.
Everyone's
Not weird at
there's
all.
something for everyone. I'm not here to kink shame.
I can be.
So, as far as we know, Vivalda is in her room on the 2nd floor, da?
Oh, I thought she was just on a bench in the
Just-
bar.
I
She's
just
playing
imagine
on
like
the
sitting in a
table,
chair.
actually.
Because Nikita, you said you were going to sit Shiva with her, so I figured she was right there.
No,
I went up to my
that was
room.
my brain not
Oh,
getting the
okay.
right word. Sorry.
Okay. Or enough oxygen.
That too.
The heat. It's the
Aw.
heat.
Potato, potato.
Her brain is
Okay.
baking.
Fair enough.
Bake it till you make it. But anyway.
So Reed, are you doing anything about your bunny?
Is there
Probably
any
do
food out
something
here I
about
can
your
grab?
bunny.
Yeah, he set out a whole bunch of food for all of you.
Oh yeah, okay. I grabbed some stuff that I think Hannibal would really like as a peace offering, and I put the
blood
broom
of
in the
an
corner,
enemy.
You what?
or the broom or the mop or whatever I had out. I put that in the corner, and I tell Butterbeer I will be right back after I feed Hannibal, and I will keep swabbing the deck.
Okay.
And I run upstairs. I run upstairs with the
Well,
food.
we'll get some actual water in that bucket for you this time.
Oh, that would make it easier. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know
And
how to
Viv
swab. I
is-
never pirate.
Sorry.
Thing.
What, Nikita?
Viv is on this floor or up in her room?
She's on the 2nd floor in her room,
Second
from what I gather.
Okay.
And
Oh.
Hannibal is also on the 2nd floor in Reed's room.
So are we going to hang out here for a while or just wait for Vivalda and then head to the necropolis?
Eldred
I
says,
say
"Or
we
were
wait
we
for
going to
Viv.
actually go to the Black Barnacle for that meeting?" What was the decision?
I don't think we should. We
No, I
left
don't think
the
so
whole
either.
reason of them definitely wanting to kill us and us being grossly outnumbered. I don't think going later in the day is going to change that at all. If anything, it'll make it worse. And I believe we should absolutely stick to the plan of going to the necropolis. 'Tis
Concur.
my opine.
So, Reed,
Yes.
you go up the stairs with a platter of a whole bunch of bits and pieces and food and stuff that people, crusts that people didn't eat and anything else you could get your hands on. Tell me what you do.
I will open my door. Do I
It
see
opens
Hannibal
up.
anywhere?
Give me a perception check, please. Give me a perception check, please. Give me a perception check, please.
16.
You definitely see him. He is under the bed. You see, it's easy actually to see because his head is such that it kind of fills up almost the entire area under the bed. And you just see the eyes catching the light. And they seem
Okay.
redder for some reason. They just seem a little redder.
Oh. That must mean he's more hungry.
Yeah.
So I take some food out and I hold it down for him and put it on the floor right in front of the bed there.
Okay. Moment passes and he kind of starts inching his way out, inch by inch. Are you doing anything to kind of during this time?
Just tell him it's okay. You can come out and eat. I
Okay.
got more for you. Come on out, Hannibal.
So have you set the platter down?
No, just some food. Just a couple pieces of food there. Some bread crusts and
Okay,
piece of
he
meat or something.
inches so his head's a little bit out from under the bed, looks at the stuff on the floor, looks up at you, looks at the platter, looks at the stuff on the floor, looks up at you, looks at the platter.
You want more? You can have the whole platter. That's fine. And I'll put the platter on the floor.
Okay, the minute it hits the floor, he lunges with his teeth, grabs the platter, pulls it under the cot, and just starts ravenously. You hear things are banging about underneath there and everything.
Ooh. Okay. I look around the room. There's nothing in here that like would have spooked him or anything, right?
Could be the there's a lot of fluff all over the place. There's a shredded blanket, what's left of a shredded blanket.
Ooh.
A lot of stuffing from the mattress is out. Some of the straps on your backpack are partially gnawed. But other than that, there's nothing really spooky. No.
I will leave him to his meal.
Okay, he seems to really be enjoying that.
Loudly and scarily. Very good. And
So
then I'll shut the door and lock it and head back down.
So do we hear Reed like screaming and demanding Hannibal let go of his leg, or
Just oh God, I'm so sorry.
No.
Crunching noises.
You
Absorbed
think you
into the
do
bunny.
you know what? Everyone give me a those who want to check, give me a perception check.
I'm asleep.
I will assist whoever needs assistance.
That'll do some. Let's see.
I will
I'll do some-
assist butt trumpet. Now,
No need.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
For
that
my
again.
meditation.
What does Gaius sense with his cleric
Nice!
powers?
Woo!
Cleric powers tingling.
Green giant.
Somewhere a bunny is maybe consuming Reed. All his fault.
You what you hear is it's pretty quiet for a while. You don't hear anything, and then so the group of you go back to your the three of you go back, four of you go back to your conversation. But Gaius, at some point, you think that maybe Reed tripped or something, because all of a sudden you hear this loud clattering and a momentary banging, like maybe he tripped over a chair or his bed or something. But that's it.
There's a disturbance in the Schwartz.
in the what?
The Schwartz. I can't say the other thing.
Can we say Schwartz?
I think we can say Schwartz. I don't think Mel Brooks gives a shit. I think it's Spaceball
The great
Fusion.
wizard Melvin by the brook.
Yes. Seeing a Spaceball student never happened, I think we're fine.
So eventually,
Anywho.
Reed just comes bouncing down.
Hey,
Bud?
hey, I don't think the platter's coming back. The plate.
Did the bunny eat
Hannibal,
the plate?
He took it under the bed. He was really hungry, and his
Woof.
eyes were kind of red. He looked a little
Yeah,
angry.
you should probably give him more.
More?
Food.
Okay.
Yeah, did he look healthy?
He looked a little thinner, but still bigger.
Yeah, that's
Looks
not
swole.
good.
Yeah, kind of swole. I'm
Don't
thinking
feel
maybe.
muscular.
Maybe we should try and let him go. Maybe.
Eldred says,
Wonder rel-
I don't want it anymore.
Too much
He scares me.
responsibility.
He scares me, and I don't want to be responsible.
maybe if we take him out to that big swamp outside of town and just release him where all the other bunnies have been released, it'll be fine.
Almost certainly not.
They make lots of
Face
friends with
off
the
against the
gators.
giant chungus we met.
Hey,
Eldred,
Butterbeer.
Eldred turns to Gaius and says, Guys, I'm sure we could take care of this, right? Take it to that bunny farm out in the country we know about.
That could be an option. I'm also suspect that they might be sentient and just randomly murder. The fact that you're starving it, keeping it locked up, and then will murder it because it's inconvenient just doesn't like. Listen, I'm a morally
Murder?
gray person for the most part. Well,
I do
sorry,
not-
I
I do
meant
not
the
want to
farm.
murder.
Well,
I
you're
want to
worried about
release
him
him.
murdering you.
I'm thinking he can run in the streets, and because there's other bunnies in the streets, and he can make friends.
And cause an earthquake.
Hey,
How would
Gang
Butterbeer,
violence.
friend Butterbeer, do you happen to have like a haunch of just, or like, the parts of like the bones and the gristle and all the other stuff that
bones.
Look at the
Yeah.
bones.
the stuff that you don't sell to your customers, but like
Oh, don't
an
sell them to
animal could eat.
customers?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I'm sure there's
Maybe you
some,
put it into sausages.
Stews
do you
and
have any-
soups.
I wasn't sure if there's any if not that, then do you have like some stuff that's like going a little past its basically I'm looking, do you have a
I
bunch
can
of stuff
help
you're
you
about
with that.
Yeah, I'm thinking a single platter of food. This thing's gotten larger than usual, I think, right, Reed? You said it's thin, but it got bigger?
It's
A little bit
been
bigger.
larger than usual.
You hadn't
He's
fed
still-
it for a few days, and giving it a single plate of food doesn't feel right.
He
Eldred turns to
can lay
Gaius and
flat
says-
and slide under the bed.
What's the size, Reed? What's the
What
size?
are the
Can you-
dimensions?
Can you compare it? Is it like pony-sized size? Is it
No,
muskrat
no.
sized? Is it what's stoat size? What's
No, bigger than a stoat, I think.
can one of the party members
It-
ride it? We have
no,
little
that-
folk.
well, I
Can
don't know.
I
Paul,
ride it?
do I think Butt Trumpet could ride it yet?
It's at that point where Butt Trumpet could definitely straddle it, but expecting it to carry Butt Trumpet for an extended period of time would definitely probably be a strain, you think, just by
I do
size.
not wish to put that particular bunny in any position of subservience, for I would not put it past it to exact revenge, even on me, its creator.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
fine
think
with
that's
us
a
letting
sign.
it go.
I don't think this one is
Says-
big enough to be a mountain. Yeah.
Gaius, you said something. Of
course,
It's just
I
an
said a lot of
idea
things.
I'm going to throw out there.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we headed?
You want to release it in the necropolis?
After the necropolis.
The Eastern District?
Oh, in the Eastern District?
And where did Butt Trumpet and Nikita, didn't they find a colony of bunnies?
Oh, yeah. We can do a catch and release thing. And hopefully it will tell stories about Reed's caring nature and not his absent-mindedness when it comes to feeding it.
I think
thought I
this
was
is
a
the
good-
best plan. I like it.
Yeah, some form
thought
of
that was a good
genocide.
I
plan.
think it's also I also think it's a decent idea if there's a colony there and they're surviving somehow amongst all the monsters, and
If not off
Yes.
of each other.
hey, they might be eating not people.
Or other
Like
bunnies.
they could be eating the monsters.
Yeah, I'm terrified
I'm
they're
cool with
plucking
that.
off the weaker ones.
People are monsters.
These
Other
bunnies are
bunnies.
monsters.
Bunnies aren't monsters. They're little fluffs.
Little?
Yeah, you didn't see the big one.
You
I
did
do
not
see the
see what I've seen.
I didn't. I wasn't there, correct?
They get terrifying, bud.
I do not discount your veracity. I'm just saying I am also agreeing that we return the bunny to his friends. I'm just saying I would like to get more food from Butterbeer to give it to the bunny now. So it thinks
Butterbeer comes
fondly of
out,
us.
takes kind of a tub, puts it in front of you, Gaius, and says, "How's this?" And it's like a pretty decent sized tub, and
This should be fine.
it's got bits of produce in it that they're fine. They just they're not nice enough looking that to serve.
Yeah.
And
So it's
there's
like
some
produce and some meat and
scraps in
bone.
there.
Yeah.
Bread crusts. And
No
he
flies
says,
yet?
"No, it's just the stuff that goes through eventually that will be taken care of or
Like
put out."
it's a day. It's the day before it should be thrown out
Yeah.
at the grocery store, kind of stuff.
And he says, "I also have some stuff that that was left over on plates and everything. I keep that separate.
Oh, okay. I'll see how this goes first, and if you hear screaming, come save me.
Okay.
Reed, can I borrow your key real quick?
Sure. You want me to go with you?
I mean, you can come with if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keep the
you guys should
association
ask
positive.
Hannibal.
You want me to
I
ask?
want to show you
Hannibal
his. I want to show you his red eyes.
what? Oh, they don't.
That's not
They
scary.
tend to have red eyes, don't they? That's just a normal rabbit thing.
He didn't have red eyes before. So.
Oh, Oh.
That is a problem. But yeah, why not try to ask Hannibal?
he just might
"Hey,
be
we're
hangry."
thinking of going back to the eastern districts, and you've got some family there. Maybe do you want to go stay there, so you're not
Yeah,
stuck
he
in a
might
hotel
understand.
room the whole time?"
I mean, I could just ask him. You want me to ask him that?
Yeah,
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's
Viv
ask.
is
Hannibal.
asleep. She could speak to animals, right? Isn't
I
that
got
an
it.
elf
Don't
thing?
let
I
her
have
rest.
no idea.
Okay.
I don't think that's just an elf thing.
Well,
It's like a one with
why
nature
not?
kind of thing. She's more one with
know,
the
I
blade
thought-
kind of thing. I've gotten that vibe from her. She stab real good.
okay. If you say so.
I'm just saying that she lives in a forest, but that doesn't mean she talks to shit. Like specialty training.
Eldred
I
says
sing to
she's
them
very
instead.
good at apologizing to flora and fauna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Reed, are you going with Gaius?
Yes, I will tell
Go
you.
with Gaius. Everyone
Go with Gaius, my child.
Okay, so Gaius, what are you doing?
Taking the bucket or bin or whatever it is up to the second floor. Come on, Reed. I need you to open the door for me,
Yep.
buddy.
All right, I got it. I have my key ready.
Okay,
I'm ready.
you get up to the door.
And I open it, peek in, see if the platter's still under the bed.
It's in the middle of the floor now, empty and overturned.
All right, I open the door up. I say, Gaius, he spit the platter out, so I can give that back to
Oh, that's
Butterbeer.
good.
That's good news.
Hey. Yeah, hold on. I'm just going to do a quick thing here.
Okay, before you do your quick thing, Gaius, let me
Yes.
set the scene for you. You step
Yes,
into
please.
the room. There's a funky smell in here. You're not sure how much of it is because of the bunny, how much of it is Reed's living space.
Oh,
And
my
how
God.
much of it is the food that maybe has been left there for God knows how long, that has been, pocketed away squirreled away and then hidden away like winter nuts.
I do better when I have a roommate.
We kind of have a roommate. It's a rabbit.
So that's the first thing that hits you. The second
Oh,
thing
the odor.
The second thing you notice is there is fluff from pillows and mattress stuffing all over the room and shreds of a blanket everywhere. The pillow has been shredded up. The mattress has started to be kind of torn apart on one corner. There is a blanket that was shredded apart mostly. You see a lot of the furniture down by the legs for about the bottom 2 feet of the furniture, there's a lot of gnawing that appears to have happened on a lot of this furniture. And the
I didn't
his
do that. I start pointing this stuff out. I didn't do that. That was Hannibal.
That's fine. I mean, you're going to be paying for it, but it's whatever. This is
You
gross.
know I
You know
lost all
that,
my
right?
gold. You know I lost all my gold too. Sorry.
You didn't lose all your gold. I only gave you part of your gold. The rest of it is in the bank
Oh. Okay.
for reasons, for this specific reason.
Oh, good.
I'm apparently your financial. I'm the chief financial officer of our group.
And thank goodness for that.
Yes. I have a
Where's Hannibal?
401k. Even invested some in your money. What's that? So, Paul, you done with the description of the room
yes,
and
yeah. I just wanted to let you know what you were walking into.
Ah, yeah. He's bro. There's a. You might need to swab the deck in here first.
Oh, I can do that.
Oh, yeah.
let me open the window.
It's been
I
closed
opened
this
the
entire
window.
time, has it? It's just like
I didn't want Hannibal
the
to
drafts. Yes, I'm sure he would have probably just gone right through the glass. Felt like it. Oh, So as a ritual, I am casting Speak with Animals. Pulls out his wineskin, pours a little in his hands, rubs it around, and then it begins floating up in almost purplish flames as they go up into his ears and around his mouth and absorb in. And, Mr. Rabbit, we call you Hannibal, by the way. I don't know if you know that. Hello?
Okay, so Reed, you see guys do these gestures and this effect take place, and he starts speaking in little chitterings and squeaks and such. The first thing you see, guys, is little pinpoints of red kind of moving towards the end of the coming out from the shadow of under the bed. And it's, you know how when an animal like a cat or a raccoon or something in the middle of the night, the light goes across it and the eyes reflect the color. This particular case, it seems to be red, kind of reflecting off the light when it hits.
Hello, friend. I don't know if you remember me. We did room together briefly. I think at one point you tried crawling inside of me for some reason, or I just was deeply yawning or some such thing. But I noticed Reed was... Actually, I didn't know it was this bad. I brought food for you. A large portion, and then kind of like shove the bucket over towards them.
It looks at the food, comes out, looks at you, and says, "I remember you, human. You. You.
Me.
You who allowed this child to torture me and keep me in captivity, to starve me and to abuse me and then grab me and say all sorts of sweet things as if to cover up the horrendous horrors it instilled in me. You who allowed this behavior and allowed and encouraged it.
Well, here's the thing. First, he's actually a grown adult. I didn't know he was kind of, dear God, doing all of this. Once I had the sneaking suspicion when I would ask him, have you made sure you have taken care of your friend? And he kind of stares at me blankly. I realized I need to intervene on your behalf, hence why I came with all this extra food. I can bring you more. I will actually make sure you're better taken care of. And then I also wanted to give you options. We're currently heading... we're going on a sort of dangerous journey, but if you accompany us, we could end up in an area where friends of ours, you know the little blue one,
Yes, my
yeah,
creator.
yes, they happen to see a colony of your fellows over on the east side of town. I guess, would you like to go with them? Obviously, this is not good. I'm going to request that Reed we'll put you in a different room, your own room, so it doesn't smell so awful. And if you promise, like I said, we're probably going to be leaving shortly. If I need be, I'll make sure that the tavern owner brings food to you even when we're not around, if that's the option. Or do you want to just leave right now? I'll open the doors and just you can run out into the streets, but I wouldn't recommend it. Kind of dangerous.
I thank you, human. You come to rescue me from this mentally deficient, abusing horror. You
Yeah, he
offer to take
look,
me to people I can join with my own kind, and together we can rise up and be what we are destined to be, not mere slaves to this oppressive child of abusive sadism.
I'll at least in his defense, he did not do any of it intentionally.
You, of all people, human, should know that the horrific leaders throughout time, I'm sure, have all said they didn't mean anything bad by it when they were finally confronted with their horrors and atrocities.
Yeah, well, that's a strong word. But yes, no, what he did is bad too, and I agree. And like I said, I brought the food up here as a peace offering, give you options.
I thank you,
Wasn't
human. I agree.
okay.
Feed me
Okay, good.
and take me to my people.
Excellent.
I
Okay.
appreciate this, and for that I will remember, and no harm will come to you, I promise.
Can you could you not eat Reed as well? Because this is more of like actually could be a concern for you as well. That pink gem in his head, I think that actually might be alive and is kind of not cool. Like invasive
I
parasite,
agree,
kind of
it
not
does
cool.
things at night. I have seen
Oh, does it? Oh, yeah.
But I
So that would probably
promise I will not eat him as
okay.
long as you get me to my people.
Excellent, great. Yeah.
After
Do
that,
you mind
I
we?
cannot promise further.
Okay. Well, you do what you can do. By the way, we've been calling you Hannibal. Is that a good name? Do you prefer something else?
Hannibal,
Yes.
I can
It
be
was
happy
a.
with this name.
He was eater of stuff, and
Worlds,
you know, he could have at one point probably. He was definitely he was an intelligent and intelligent, crafty character.
perfect.
Also
I
a yeah.
am Hannibal.
Oh, excellent, great. So dig in. Would you like to be put in a different room for the time being? Because I'll be quite honest, this room is
Is a
horrifying.
horror show.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of bad. Real
Do you
bad.
know what it's like to spend day after day in a shut up room with your own filth and no food and the companionship of a mental idiot? Only,
Uh, I did go to the Abbey, and there were times some of my roommates were less than stellar. But no, not this bad. I can commiserate to a certain extent, but I can just see with my own eyes. This is terrible. And like I said, I'm here to fix it. I apologize. I didn't realize it was this bad to begin with, but once I did, I took action.
I thank you, human. The future
Also,
begins now.
okay, all right, cool, cool beans. We'll dig in and I'll see if like there's a room on the. Like I said, we might be leaving soon. I got to talk with the rest of the party, but
I will prepare for my journey to my people.
okay, good, 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 excellent.
My subjects together. Oh, what we will accomplish.
Yeah.
Now,
All right.
That is that pastry? Ah,
Yes. I just had Butterbeer get a bunch of different stuff. Wasn't sure what you preferred, so I just kind of got it all.
it's so much better than what that thing gave
Yeah.
me.
Well, he has a problem where he eats too much.
Do you realize the food I've been eating has been sitting in his pockets for months?
I have recently discovered how gross he can be at times. So yes, I do know now. I didn't know
have
before.
had to dine on the flesh of the dead.
That did happen, didn't it? That did happen.
Multiple times, I remind you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't tell you how many nights I've sat here staring at that demonic child, just thinking what part I would start with first, and then realizing that once his corpse was stripped of its flesh and organs, I might be forced to starve here alone, like I am when he is not around.
Well, we'll get this taken care of. All right, good. Like I said,
thank you.
Cleric Bacchus always here to help. That's kind of our shtick. You want a little wine with that?
Chianti would be nice, thank you.
And reaches, pulls out a Chianti wine sack, looks around, tries to find like a clean bowl. He's like, ugh. Pulls out a rag, kind of wipes it out, and pours it in, and sets it down. It's like, there you go, bud.
Thank you. And now, if you will forgive me,
Yeah, no,
there's
we've
the booze
go.
boosh with my name on it.
Yes, indulge. I'm going to go have a stern talking with Reed now.
Okay. Okay, so Reed, you see the you see Gaius having a very animated conversation of squeaks and chitterings and such, and Hannibal seems to be engaged with him as well. And
Okay.
then eventually Hannibal dives into the food that Gaius has set down and is vigorously eating. Gaius has also given him a bowl of wine.
He drinks wine?
He also eats food, Reed, which we need to have a talking about. This pet
What?
is not a pet anymore. Also, it definitely has intelligence, and it is pissed.
No. I try to feed him.
That's not how pets work. I talked with him.
Well-
He wants to go with his own kind now.
Okay. I understand.
I guess. Is there a second floor room available? Like we didn't take up all of them, right?
Yeah, no, there's
Yeah,
definitely-
I just go to one of the ones that we don't have open, and I kind of just open the door for Hannibal to just make his way over. I look
Okay.
back in. The spell lasts for 10 minutes, so I just
Okay.
communicate 3 doors down on the right, if you need it.
Bunny looks up at you, seems to almost nod, and goes back to his food.
Yeah, don't lock the door, Reed. Also, let this room
Oh.
air out, and you need to clean it. It's
Okay.
bad. It's real bad, and I didn't know how bad this had gotten.
I really don't know how it got this way. I've only been in this room for like a day.
No, that's the third floor room. This is the second floor room. We've been here for a bit.
Okay,
So how'd it go?
you see Reed come down, kind of looking rather thoughtful and a little kind of contemplative. You see Gaius come down just with his hands over, like rubbing his temples.
So
That was
how's it?
gross.
How's
Well,
How's it
Reed
me?
needs to clean his room. That's one. The bunny would like to go with his people.
He talked
it
to
is-
you.
You can talk to
said,
me now.
Yeah, I could talk to it, and he wanted to kill Reed at one point, but it was afraid it would die of starvation after it murdered him.
Oh,
But it's been close to starvation so many times, it would have considered it at some point. Reed, you need to take better care of your pets. Also, it may or may not lead a rabbit rebellion later on to usurp mankind at some point. I really don't think that's going to happen. But it
and
is
we're gonna
pro
bring it to its kind
its
now
people.
after hearing
Yeah.
that information.
Hey, listen, I feel like I did a good peace brokering thing. It said I would be fine, and we're good. So,
You would be fine.
yeah, well, he seemed to only really have negative feelings toward me. And I did get him to promise not to eat Reed. So,
for now?
but in reality, he did kind of slight animal. You gotta feed the bunnies on a regular basis. He was
Well,
literally
we're not
eating
giving
old
Reed
food
a
out of your
fish.
pockets. We're not giving
That's
Reed
what I eat.
anything. We're not. We'll give you dead things, but
Yeah.
not living things.
Wait,
Says
he's been eating
necromantic
living things?
cleric.
The bunny was eating corpses at one point, remember?
Yep, I
Apparently,
remember.
he's not necessarily wanting to do it. He was just so hungry. He had
It was
to
out
eat.
of survival.
Reed,
I didn't realize I
Reed.
was that bad of a pet parent.
Well, you just had to set
I-
something up with butterbeer. Just like drop food off or something.
Nah. It's a Reed, we
It's a
will
learning
work on this.
experience.
Yeah,
learning
it's a learning
experience.
experience. We will
And
get
if the-
Hannibal to his people in the middle of a fucking, disaster, along with abominations walking everywhere. No, it'll be fucking great. Yeah.
I mean, he's not a
And if-
priority. He's just going to be along for the ride. And if he gets eaten or whatever, then that happens.
Oh my god.
What?
I don't know.
If he gets eaten,
One of us could get eaten. I don't know. Those things are taking people off. I assume it's either convert you or eat you or a little bit of both.
well, I would give my life for the bunny. I will be a hero. If something's going to
Well,
eat
that's
it,
good
I'll get
because
eaten
he would
first.
definitely consume you for sustenance if need be.
I don't know why he's so mad at me, but okay. I'm going to go
You
clean my
locked
room.
him in a box and didn't feed him.
I tried to feed him
For-
every time I came back. We do adventuring stuff. We're not here that much.
You could have just had to ask
Just,
butterbeer,
it
man.
gets worse. It gets worse every time. You're just no. You're not making it better.
Hey, listen. You know what? Your lesson learned. You don't do it like that. That's all. Just don't do it like that
Okay.
anymore.
Got
It'll
it.
be fine.
I get
It'll all
it.
be fine. So the good news is we are going to take Hannibal with us on the journey.
Yay!
Woo!
We're going to make sure he gets food, so he's not
Yeah.
wanting to gnaw on folk. Don't want that. So I guess Viv's still kind of just unconscious in the corner. What do we need to do? I guess is the question.
Oh, to prep. This is a very good question.
Yes.
I'm
I know
gonna go
Calandra
clean my
has
room
been.
real quick while I can. So,
Yeah.
okay, I'll be right back.
How many
All
Make
right.
hours
sure
have gone
Hannibal is
by?
gone from the room first.
About 20 minutes.
Maybe 2.
Okay.
We can speed it along if you'd like, Vivalda.
Oh no, if they're still talking, that's fine.
Oh, we can just be bullshitting, and then it just happens, you know.
Some semblance of planning. We're going to go up to a magical door. Wait, did we figure out how to open the door? There was something about opening the door, duh?
Oh wait, we need to like go under or something, or there's like a secret
Well, we
Duh.
have-
entrance.
It's a huh?
Hmm?
It's a magical
Okay.
door, duh?
Either a magical
Like sealed
door.
magically, and we're going to have to open and then reseal it when we.
As this conversation starts, we'll say that Vivalda, your 4 hours have gone, so you're awake, so you can be a party of this. Everything they're
Okay.
talking about before was just
Perfect.
more people piling on, talking to Reed.
Could I run could I roll a history check to see if I remember the specifics of getting into the necropolis?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yay!
Eldred
Woof,
turns into
I
Mufasa.
don't.
Remember.
I don't remember shit. I got nothing.
Oh, we got it's the we go it's like the Blackfriars mausoleum, Cesario. There's like melted rivets.
Duh.
I gotta tell you, it's like that, like the clue. Ooh,
Duh, for the door location.
yeah.
Good evening. Are we planning to go somewhere new? Are we staying here?
That's,
We are going
that's
to
kind
be
of what we're doing now. We're discussing it at least.
Right. Perfect.
The plan is to go to the necropolis. We're taking the bunny with us, by the way. We should probably catch you up on that.
Okay.
I feel like that's a personally interesting development, guys.
Yes.
Oh yes, I talk with the creatures of the air, the sea, and the land now. I tested it
smart.
on the bunny.
From upstairs somewhere,
Oh.
you just hear Reed yell, "Don't tell Viv how bad of a bunny parent I am."
He's terrible at raising animals. Like, if you
I
wanted to,
see.
like, find a person to create an army of magical, say, rabbits, as an example, that would want to destroy the world, have Reed raise one. And then they might become their leader, and then, over time, raise a horde and consume the land, like locusts of
And the
old.
rabbit's a supervillain.
We did give him a sweet supervillain name, though, so I feel kind of cool.
That's
about
true.
This is true.
All right.
that. Like, that's a sick origin story.
Yeah.
Where are we taking
Sick being the key word, says Eldred.
Yeah, it's
Where are we taking the bunny? The rabbit? The
to his
thing?
people, so that could happen. He literally
Did
starved
we
it and
tell-
kept it locked away. For
None
extended
of us are
Vivalda-
fit for this rabbit.
Vivalda, did we tell you about the giant Chungus rabbit butt trumpet that I saw in the eastern districts?
No, I don't think so.
Take it away, butt trumpet.
So, this was like, was it before or after the Stradivernius house?
Or
I
We
want
went
to
to the
say
I've
before.
been to the
House.
Stradivernius house a couple times, so
before the last one.
Yeah, before the last
last
one,
one.
because that was the first time we ever met those, like, stitched together
The
lumpy
duplicates.
creatures.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Nikita and I stumbled upon what I can only call a commune of these bunnies. They all kind of acknowledged me, and hidden in the ground was a large, gigantic one, which we have referred to as Big Chungus.
All right.
Yes.
Just terrified, but you know, they seem to make it work as their own little community and somehow have braved against the elements and these creatures that almost killed us, so they're doing something right.
Or
So
something.
Hannibal's probably better suited with them.
So we're taking the rabbit there?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
We're gonna need to protect ourselves.
Yes.
Not really against the rabbits. I actually feel decent about them. Just as other
I
creatures.
mean, yeah, I can communicate with them, so I'm sure we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Any updates or word on the people who are coming here to kill us slowly, as Reed said?
No.
But if you're
Alright.
still willing for us to hide out here, we can secure our own rooms. We just need to leave the downstairs alone.
Eldred
so-
says, while you were asleep, someone sent a candygram saying, "So sorry about the attack. By the way, which rooms are you in again?"
Yeah. So I'm thinking we
I would hope not.
we might want to move residents to the third floor because there's a door we can secure up the stairwell, and then we can trap that,
Yeah.
and then we make sure all the windows are locked, all the other things are secure. But the
All the
question
windows have
I wanna-
bars, all the doors are locked.
Yes. So the question I guess I want to put forward to everyone is: do we want to try to go to the necropolis today, or do we want to secure everything, move everything, and then leave tomorrow, like first thing in the morning, kind of thing?
Necropolis, right.
I don't know if anyone.
I think it might be best to situate first.
Well, I don't know if anyone's going to necessarily agree with me. I just think we need to be mindful of the time because a meeting that we are not going to be at is going to
Right.
happen within this day, and they know where we're staying. So,
Correct.
if nothing else, we should at the very least spend today preparing to either protect ourselves or get ready to get the fuck out.
Eldred says, and it's quite possible that they're not the ones who perpetrated the last attack on us. So they could just come looking for us when we don't show up. And the group that did perpetuate it and then ran off could regroup and then come back also.
Yeah.
So those are
Right.
potential. Not to mention that there might be one or two other groups from back at the actual location of the heist who both individually seem to be interested as well. But so I'm not
We're
100%
popular.
sure who's who. You're very popular. We're very popular.
We're very popular girls, yes.
Well, I packed all my things. I would say it might be best for us to situate what we have, get all of our things in case they do come here and go through our items. Yes. Do we have any more of those teleporting eggs?
We have one left.
One left?
One left. Definitely
That's right,
emergency
I didn't
only
use
kind of
mine.
stuff. Correct.
That's right.
What other magic items? What about your hand, Reed? The one that you can light the candles on?
I think I'm upstairs, but
Oh, just kidding. I don't know who I'm talking to.
As someone who also used the hand, he's got a few charges left on that, but it's still around. It's still a thing.
When you handed it back, guys, you noticed the fingers had kind of melted down to the knuckles on some of the fingers.
Okay.
I think it might be best for us to see what magic items we have again and sort of prepare for this adventure, same as we did with the
Yes.
finding the thing that you gave to Murph, I'm assuming.
Correct. Exactly that. Very good job, Viv, not saying the thing loud. Yes.
Yes, I remembered.
Good.
Eldred
So
says,
anything,
and Gaius says that this is just the sort of adventure that he's an expert with.
I am.
You when
Part.
about the necropolis, you were saying this is right.
Oh,
up your
raiding
alley.
tombs. Oh yeah, I did some artifact finding. Well, not the big items of certain magical power.
Eldred says,
Actually,
plus
come to think-
he deals with stiffs.
Yes. Stiff drinks.
Stiff friends.
Those. I don't.
The guy you walked
Okay.
out on the dock.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. Corpse. Good one. So yes, I guess that's a good idea, Viv. Let's everyone look at your gewgaws and your gadgets and your whatnots. What time of the day is it
Like
now?
thingamabobs? I got 20.
Your whatsits.
But who cares?
No big deal.
I want more.
Yeah,
Now
your
indeed.
who's its, your
Anyway.
whatsits.
I still have my spiderweb egg as well.
That could be handy in case they start zerging, coming in hordes, that kind of thing.
Yes. Got that
Wait a minute.
second.
We're going to have to deal with things zerging as well. What is that?
Oh, that's a noob strategy for. Oh wait, sorry.
You know, Buzz
Eldred.
Lightyear. Wait, never mind.
Eldred, you were there when Butt Trumpet produced the rabbits, duh?
I was in the market. I wasn't standing right there, but yeah.
But you saw the horde of rabbits.
Oh,
That
yeah,
is zerging. So if they were all attacking one target, that is zerging. Because it's like the 1,000 cuts that will kill you by a duck. What the fuck is that saying?
The 1,000 cuts that will kill you by
1,000
a duck?
ducks? No,
Yes!
nibbled to death by 1,000 ducks.
There it is.
Yes.
I've never heard that, and I love it, and I want to use it wherever possible.
Yes, it's an
Calandra,
old
you
dwarf
know
saying.
that's also a similar philosophy to the second half of the fourth floor at the temple.
Of him,
I
don't
missed
you
the
know?
beginning.
Yeah. Don't you know?
It's a gross joke. Never mind.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, nibbled to death
So
by
I'm
ducks.
gonna go after my goo guys.
Yes.
Yes.
So everyone get your what's it's assorted. If we have anything that we don't want purloined while we're away, you can give it to me. I'll make sure Butt Trumpet secures it somewhere safe. And then we can leave ancillary crap in our rooms that they can then, sort through if they want. We can all
Eldred
say
says,
our
room
is
if we might be dealing with all sorts of things that we have no idea what we might be dealing with, maybe taking all of that stuff with us might be smart, because you never, we might not know if we need it or not.
That's true.
True. Magic items and whatnot. I guess just pack medium.
Well, hopefully we bring the bracelet of sending that Vivalda has.
Brooch.
It's
Yes.
a brooch.
Brooch, da.
It's a B word,
Yep.
but you close. There's an R in there too. Bracelet.
Brooch, Viv.
You hear
I
Reed
still
holler
have-
downstairs. Blocks.
What?
What?
B words.
Blocks.
B words.
Oh.
He's just hollering B words out.
Good.
Oh,
Good job, buddy.
I still
See
have
that?
the box with the 3 wet pebbles that we're can possibly use to scry, but that also might fuck up. But that could be useful.
And they're still
Oh,
wet
yes.
for
Right.
some reason.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
They have not dried.
Eldred says, consider
Yeah,
the
they
source.
A very nice gold coin that has a happy side that makes your luck better, and a sad side. Your next critical fail, you might get your ass kicked.
Oh.
We're not sure if it's one-time use.
Eldred says, I think you have that slightly off.
Oh, okay.
Either a happy side or the unhappy side will happen your next attack when you use it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Whoopsie.
Also have a 4-leaf clover, but that is a one-shot. So that is like, if we super duper need some good luck, type.
I see. I'm sure we're going to need it.
It
Oh, we
can't.
got this all
Again,
locked
I
down.
think it can't hurt. I'm kind of assuming we're going to walk into the necropolis, and it will. This is my little horror movie in my head. We walk into the necropolis, and it's like
Oh,
Seven
so the
Rivers
thing with
was.
Reed wasn't the horror movie. This is the horror movie.
Well, that was a real life horror movie. This one's a horror movie in my head as to what's going to happen.
Ah, okay.
Going to be super busy with skeletons and zombies, kind of like what Seven Rivers used to look like before they shut it down. And we're just going to have to bulldoze our way through.
Oh boy.
And I look forward to this.
I'm wondering if we're not going to be splitting up at all during this
No.
excursion, right? We should all be together.
If it happens, it will be like a divine being forces it upon us.
Right.
It won't be my
act
choice.
Right.
It'll be act
I'm
of a
wondering-
malicious trickster god.
I believe
The
I might
delicious
be.
trickster god?
I believe I might be the fastest of us all. So if we've
Mhm.
got a little bit separated, I should be able to run to you all fairly quickly. So I'm wondering if it might be best if I hold onto the teleportation egg. I'll make sure that I keep it safe this time. That way I can get to one of us if we need to. And I can give the brooch of sending to someone else who might need it, like Reed or something.
It's not a terrible idea with the brooch. The egg part, I think, with what I saw happen to you, I'm concerned we should. Whoever's least likely to get smashed with like a hammer or something might be the best person to have.
I have an
Is that
idea.
really
Go ahead.
How big is the egg, Paul?
It's about
Eggs.
the
Eggish.
size of a
Like-
duck egg, you know.
Oh, so very small. If I perhaps maybe keep it at my heart underneath my leather chest plate, I will definitely be keeping that place the most safe, as it is my vital organs, so I can keep it there and
You should
have my
always
shield
protect
ready
your
as well.
heart.
I
Precisely.
do. That's why I don't let anyone in anymore.
Oh.
Anyway,
And it'll be
I
easy.
noticed
Oh,
Vivalda has taken this new approach ever since she met Reed.
protecting her heart.
what?
Nothing.
Ignore him. The only thing that
I-
helps.
Oh, all right.
Vivalda, do you happen to
your
still
backpack
have...
could also be a good place to put it if you're worried, because no one really hits you in the back if you're fighting them, unless someone sneaks up.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
that would be a concern, though, because it seems like the majority of the people who are after us are expert at being sneaky. Maybe not the
We're
bad.
going to need it when we're
I'm very
in
good at
either
being
the
sneaky.
necropolis or the eastern district or something. When the hoarding part, that's more what I'm concerned about. I guess for the use of the teleportation.
Eldred says, and
Mhm.
I think what she's saying is because she's so quick, if all of a sudden we have to deal with a horde, she could probably be the best one to be able to gather everyone together. Is that what you're saying?
Oh,
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm very
Okay.
fast,
I
so
just wasn't sure
if
if I
somebody were in
understood.
trouble or got taken, I could run to them and catch up and teleport them to safety.
sounds good to me.
Cool.
Should I give the brooch of sending to anybody, or should I keep it?
I guess same rule applies. Hold on to it for now, and then if
Alright.
Reed's going to go sneak off by himself, then we'll give it to him. But the same argument for you being the fastest one, you might be out scouting as well and need it.
Right. Okay.
Luckily,
Vivalda,
that
I
one
meant-
seems to be kind of like a pass around kind of thing.
Just a quick question. Do you still have my little blue marble?
Oh yes, I do. Did you need it back, or I've been studying it.
It's become
And
precious
have
to
you
her.
found anything?
I have had interesting dreams, as you mentioned, and if it is all right with you, I think I would like to hold on to it for a little bit longer to see what else I may see. But if you do want it back, I completely understand, and I can do that if you need it.
Can I do an insight check?
Sure.
Or a resist.
Do elves dream of electric sheep?
I have no marble and I must scream.
What am I doing?
How appropriate.
Oh yeah,
Ooh!
that's actually not bad. God damn.
Nikita, you see that you understand this because Vivalda seems to be feeling similar feelings towards this marble as you have.
Right.
Gross.
We can
Don't
fix that
make
at the
it weird.
temple.
I love marble.
How about
I love lamp.
Yay, somebody got it.
Scotch.
how about you hold on to it, Viv?
That's
But if
in my
we
belly.
ever, maybe we can rotate it. Like you hold it
Not
when you're
one word,
napping or
Calandra.
meditating and all. Huh?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, I'm not fucking listening. God damn it! I only have so much bandwidth. What?
He told Calandra to no comments.
Yeah.
So she's trying very hard to be restrained right now.
No comment.
So yeah,
Marble.
Viv, how about you
Just
hang
throwing
on
them
to it
at
for
me.
now,
Ugh.
and we'll see how it goes in the Eastern Districts type of thing. Like if I'm sleeping, I can hold it, and then when you go to
Sure.
sleep, you can hold it. Okay.
Yes, sure. That sounds fine.
I appreciate that. Spasiba.
I want to join the marble share program.
There's plenty for you to
We
share
will
at the
think
temple.
about it, Reed. As you can see, we are still working out the details of the marble sharing program.
Once it goes
Maybe
public,
after you're
It's
done
nice
with the
that you-
whole. Oh, welcome back down. Actually.
Yes, I brought my.
Yes.
I did not spend enough time up there cleaning. It's only been like 3 hours.
I did an
Because I
amazing
heard that
job.
we're returning your bunny to your bunny people,
Yeah,
right?
turns out I think he hates me, but it's okay.
Reed has
I
a
understand.
big blanket filled with like what looks like fluff and stuffing and a bunch of other stuff. And as he walks, little bits of small feathers and stuff seem to fall from the bottom where it's not quite being held up together and everything. But so he's leaving this little trail of fluff and stuff as he goes.
I did a really good job
Does,
swabbing the deck up there.
Does Butterbeer see
Alright.
him, or is Butterbeer not in the room just yet?
Butterbeer sees him and goes, "Good God." Trash is outside, and what room was that?
It's Reed's.
Is
There's
that
gonna
a
be-
number? Yeah.
Okay. He turns to you guys and says, between the pyro and the, I don't know what to call him.
Order.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's close enough.
I walk it out to the trash.
Okay.
Don't worry. He's cleaning it himself right now. And he still has, I have money of his saved in the bank, so it'll be squared away.
Okay.
Also, you got a big score with Murph coming in too.
Right. Now you said that you put the bunny in another room, right?
Yeah, three down on the right. It was just
Okay.
an open room, just kind of.
I just need to keep
To
track
get it-
of how many rooms are being used and
Yeah.
which
Well,
ones
it'll
not
just
to
be.
go into.
Oh yes, that part.
With food,
Um,
only with food.
Don't worry. We'll be releasing it to its people once we go on our next mission. So it'll be a temporary thing.
People.
Yeah, well, try to if you're polite to everyone, you can never go wrong with that. Kind of just my rule of thumb.
Eldred says,
Unless they piss
so,
me off, then I just kill them. Hmm?
Necropolis. Anything we need to do? You're the expert on dealing with dead things.
Yeah.
Well, you re-kill them. Real good. I've noticed that blunt, gesturing to my hammer, blunt force trauma is better than piercing or slashing. That is a thing you want
Alright.
when facing certain types of undead, specifically mostly the skeletal-ish ones. The more fresh ones, you can probably get away with the slashing and the stabbing. What else? What else? You know, they tend to be slower. At least the standard kind that I've run into on my recovering sacred items from places. Yeah, that's what it was.
We don't have
But
any
the
28
museum-
days later zombies?
Well, they're less likely, but they.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're talking about fast zombies. Yeah, that's probably
Running zombies.
Um,
I've only heard rumors.
Well, the standard,
they're
the
a thing.
standard zombies without all the bells and whistles, they're really pretty slow. But
Yeah, what
know,
you
to
see
get
with
some of
those, you
other
get.
ones-
Does fire work well?
Oh, fireworks, great. Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe
Fire,
perhaps I could buy a quiver of flammable arrows.
I think if some standard arrows, and we get just a little bit of rag and some oil, soak them, and we can
Reed,
just.
you know
Well-
that in amongst all that fluff and stuff,
Mhm.
there's that shredded blanket. There's like a whole blanket worth practically of shredded up material that you just dumped.
Oh, so as I walk in, I'm kind of like pushing feathers off of me all over the, and I kind of walk in and I hear that I'm like, hold on, and I walk back out. I'll go get the blanket.
Yeah, we soak
Yeah.
the ends in oil, and if worse comes to worse, and then Gaius produces flame on the tip of his finger, I can do fire now too.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
So in case Eldred isn't the proper pirate maniac, we can go to you.
That's right. I'm
but
an improper pyromaniac.
Yes,
but
we
as,
are all
and
aware
as the
of
flame
this.
is dancing over Gaius's fingertip, it turns into the form of a figure that begins to just dance and pirouette on his fingertip. I can also control flame now.
The
That's
fuck
very
did you
neat.
make it dance for?
It was
you know-
to impress you with my ability to
Oh,
control flame.
Oh,
Was
very,
that not cool?
very impressive. Well,
It's
All
it's
right,
fine.
fine. You know what?
It's
No,
fine.
it's fine. No,
It's
you know what? I'll just burn
Can you
everything
make
down
it
like
look like a
Eldred does.
flower?
Hey,
Yes,
hey,
actually,
hey.
I can. Actually, I can make it look like a flower.
Too
You
soon.
can make it look like a rose.
I can. Yes.
Rose on the
Do you
flame?
know?
What?
I'm just saying, like, you make it look like a flaming flower. But anyway,
Yeah,
do,
and
do you
Gaius does
know
that.
where maybe the nearest place I could use more arrows? Perhaps if we could purchase more.
Fletcher. Don't we
Oh.
know vaguely of a Fletcher?
That would be
familiar.
the artisan district or over by
Yeah,
the market.
I think it was artisan.
Will we pass either Eldred? You know the town better than I do sometimes. Will we
Do
pass
I?
someone who sells arrows on the way to the necropolis? That's
If not, I have 14.
There was mention of a Fletcher up by the artisan district.
Okay.
We had that discussion. I don't remember why, but we had that discussion. That's
Long
Wait, was
time
that a-
ago.
Wait, hold on. Was
Long
that
time
Crime
ago.
Lord? That's somebody who did nefarious
Oh,
things?
There
I
was a
think that might have been
magical
somebody who did-
name. You're right. There.
I think that was a
this
bad
hurts.
guy. Or maybe not a bad guy, but like a shady guy. was
Connected
the
to
Fletcher.
a bad guy or some fucking.
Yeah, so maybe not that particular, like a normal Fletcher, like an arrow person.
well. I
No.
think the whole
I
conversation
still have 14
started,
if we're unable.
I think the
we'll get
conversation
more.
happened because there were there was a number of them up there.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So we put that on the list. We need some arrows. What time of the day is it now, Paul? Is it like afternoon? What?
Yeah, afternoon sometime.
Okay.
So, because
So-
Vivalda woke up and everything, we'll say
That's
mid
right.
to late afternoon.
Okay.
All right.
So if we want to like try to knock that out real quick, and maybe if there's one or two things else, butterbeer, we're gonna need like some rations, say for just make it like rough rations for our amount of people. If you want to scale that up, I think we probably try and do this. It sounds like tomorrow morning instead, because probably getting all this crap together is going to take a little bit of time. Putting our stuff away, securing the rooms, all that kind of crap. But so
Duh.
by the time it's all
You
said
may
and
want
done,
to
that's
leave
not.
very early in the morning, as
Yes.
the people who are after you may come straight here after they realize that we're not at the barnacle.
That's what I was saying.
Hmm.
This makes sense.
So is the consensus we leave tonight or we leave in the morning?
Morning.
I'm all well rested. I can go buy things right now if you guys want to rest, and then we can meet up in a bit.
But definitely don't want to send you off by yourself. Because once again,
Duh.
Right.
the kidnapping and slow death part.
Duh.
Yeah, that'll put a real kink in the day.
Yes.
Not a word?
We don't need any more kinks right now.
You still look exhausted, Eldred.
Yeah, but it's a good thing. He
Little
says.
dehydrated.
Like all the fluids have been extracted from your body.
Okay.
Who slept in the most recently? Perhaps they can accompany me.
I got a good
goes.
night's sleep in that.
I
could
better say
go.
I.
I didn't
I
get
think
much rest,
Calandra
but
and
I
I-
feel great.
Calandra and Gaius were the ones who slept. The
Ironically,
best.
the two hedonistic clerics were the ones that didn't overindulge.
The temple
had a
was a
higher
Tuesday
tolerance.
for you guys.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
It was a recovery day for me. You gotta build those into your cycle.
For
Otherwise,
Calandra and
balance that
Gaius,
out.
they were
Yeah, it's
like,
all
"What's the
about
big deal? This
balance."
old thing."
actually, it's not.
All about balance.
Yeah, ordinarily
And
I'd volunteer
building
to
up
go
your
with, but since
tolerance.
I'm one of the typical kidnappees,
Overindulgers.
it might be safe for me to hang back.
Well, we can work with Butterbeer to see what we can do to, board up and make safe the wherever the fuck we are at Stone's Throw while they go.
Okay.
Yes.
Also, right
good.
now, they're not going to be after us right now
it's-
if they're planning on meeting
Yeah.
us. So if I go right now, it should be fine.
Early enough in the day.
I'll accompany you, Viv. That way, it's just in case we have.
Okay,
Eldred
sure.
says, just a thought.
Yes.
One of the ways to Blackfriars is through the Artisan District.
Perfect.
You see? Well, we can just pick it up on the way.
Sure. That sounds perfect. Let's do that.
Because I
Right.
seem to remember we had that happen when we were either going to the Shadow Streets or the Cathedral.
Duh. I think you are right,
yeah.
Eldred. Good memory. Good memory.
All right.
You
So
want me
that's
to,
all right.
You
So
want me to cut up this blanket, or
It's already
Yeah.
pretty
Yes, I'll
shredded
help you
there.
read.
It's pretty much you've got different shaped strips there already.
okay,
Held together by a
I'll wrap a
couple
few
of
around
threads.
my arrows right now too. That way they're already prepped and ready to go.
Dip them in something flammable.
Bacon grease.
I've got a tinderbox.
Don't cover them in bacon grease. Reed'll eat them.
so you got your
They're
tinderbox,
gonna be
and we
really
have two
good
people
smelling.
that
Right.
can magically produce fire.
Duh.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. This will be a fun time. This will be a good venture. Good times. Yeah.
Butterbeer, I'm not good with heights, so I can circle around the outside first floor here. Is there anything you want me to take a look at, or
Tell you what, if we're going to be securing windows, why don't you hold the ladder?
Ah, okay,
You know, that's fair.
that is fair.
So, okay, is there anything else you want to plan before you head out to the necropolis?
I think Viv and Reed are just prepping weapons and stuff.
Okay. You're wrapping some things, and occasionally Viv says something along the lines of, I hope this will be enough flammable stuff. And Reed will say, well, there's more fluff and stuff out by the trash. If it, that's a possibility. So you work out
Perfect.
the different balances and everything, and think something that you think will probably burn really well, and you come up with some stuff. Gaius and Nikita help Butterbeer kind of add some secure bolts and bars, like wooden bars sort of things, to the windows on the second and not so much the third floor, but a little bit there. Before it starts getting dark, you're able to take care of all of the second floor so that there's a little more, it's a little more secure, that it's a little tougher to get the windows open. And other than that, it's starting to get dark, and pretty much everyone's kind of done the things they've needed to do. And I think that would probably be a good place to call it an evening, and we'll just start next week with you setting out towards the necropolis. How's that sound?
Well, okay.
The gang goes to the necropolis.
The new kids show.
Oh
Another
no, I
day
was
at
more
the
thinking
necropolis.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia gang. Than,
It's always
children's
sunny
show.
in the necropolis.
yeah, Always Sunny in Seven Rivers.
Precisely.
Happy Sylvia.
Do
Happy
zombies
Sylvia.
get like farmer tan?
There you go. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We look forward to seeing you next week. So tune in next week, same Grognard time, same Grognard channel. And as always, we just ask, be kind.
Fucking good.